Hi, everybody, it's Josh with Talk About Trek, and welcome into the inaugural Warp Tuesday, where basically once a week we will stop in on Tuesday to talk about all the things in Trek that I feel that I need to talk about. It'll give us a chance to, get together every week for sure. I'll always be here on Tuesday to talk about something Trek related. It's hard to always have a set schedule when you mostly just want to talk about your books. So I figured this would be a good way to always come back once a week. There's always going to be something to talk about. There's always something fun, going on in the world of Trek, whether it's a new show, a toy, a comic, a game. There's a million things to talk about. So the point is, we're going to make a point to come back every Tuesday and just have some fun talking about Star Trek. That's the whole thing. First off, we will start off with where we were at right now. We are currently reading Strange New Worlds Asylum by Una McCormick. And I am not too far into it. Let me see here. Oh yeah, we're just a few chapters in. I think I lost my bookmark. Oh goodness. We are about 40 pages in, and so far it's really fun. First off, I want to say, look at how nice the book is, right? Oh man. Someone had left a comment asking my opinion on the large books versus small books, right? Like all the Trek books that come out now, the new ones, they're all big. They're all going to be big, right? We're not going to have these guys anymore. It's all going to be like this. And there are pros and cons to that, right? So for me, the big cons obviously is space. I mean, like, I'm out of room. I mean, like, look at this. Look. I don't have any more space. I've packed this room as full of Star Trek as possible. And so, space is at a premium. But man, the big books look so nice, right? Like look how pretty this book is. It is just, the color is nice. I love everything about it. So, but also convenience for reading. I can't put this in my pocket. I can put this in my pocket, right? And carry this around. This is a lot harder to carry around. So again, you got your pros and your cons, but I feel that we're stuck with this for the time being. We're not going to be going back to smaller, the pocket-sized books anytime soon, I don't think. So, anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. We're reading through Asylum. We're enjoying that very much so far. Captain Pike is just very cool, man. He's just one of those characters that just kind of exudes this very, I don't know, he's cool. He's just very cool, right? And immediately, like, this book kind of starts out that way and just kind of, I like how it dives right into, yes, he's cool, and everybody else also kind of knows how cool he is, right? And like, so it's very cool how they're starting to build that up there, right? So anyway, enough about the book. You guys know where we're at with that right now. Let's kind of round up a little bit of Star Trek news. So what I did is I jumped onto the Star Trek website today just to kind of see what they had going on, and I figured we would just kind of have a look at that together here. So first off, the main article here, I didn't read through the whole thing. I started it, and I do plan to go back and finish it later. But a very interesting article on Lily Sloan. And I really, really, really like her character. And as I was kind of reading through it, I thought about it more and how I guess influential her character was in First Contact. Without her, maybe they wouldn't have overcome the Borg, right? And then it was just great to see her come back again in Lower Decks, in the final season of Lower Decks. I thought that was really awesome as well. So, a great article. If you have a chance, go and read that. I'm going to try to finish that later. Oh, I saw also that they are going to be releasing the full, complete series of Lower Decks. And actually, let me see. We'll try to enlarge. Okay, we'll just make that a little bit bigger. And I think, the first three. So I will hold off on buying the singles of 4 and 5, just so I can get this bad boy. Because look at that. That looks fantastic. 25 minutes of exclusive special features, and yeah, I'm sure it's just going to be just a very cool set, right? Just that's definitely something that we have to have. So,
No,
all right.
I want on my cute was the scary beats.
No. What do you want on yours?
I want like the thing that you're supposed to like subscribe to, but I can't get it because you're supposed to pay for it, and it removes all of the ads, but you can't buy it because it doesn't let you. Because every time you tap the subscribe button, it doesn't let you buy it.
Oh man, I don't know. Well, we'll have to look in that tomorrow. Hey, I'm gonna finish up my video now. Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Yeah.
All right, here, come on, say hi, say hello.
Hello.
All right, go on in, buddy. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, that was Abraham with Talk About Trek, and he had something very important to say there, as we can all see. Hello. But anyway, definitely will be picking the Lower Decks full collection up when that comes out. 100%, right? Okay. Next. Oh, okay, all right. Talking about toys. So I was digging around for more news, and I hadn't heard much, and this is kind of old news, but basically the Nacelle company announced last year they're going to be making Star Trek toys. They're going to be making several waves, they say, and they're going to be focusing on obscure figures. We're talking about Tuvix, we're talking about Captain Jellicoe. Jellicoe? Yeah, Jellicoe. Just some very interesting characters, right? So, but what they are doing, since I guess Wave 1 is already done, they're asking, what do you want to see in Wave 2? So, that's something I've been thinking about. What is an underrepresented character in Star Trek? Someone who hasn't really had a figure, had a chance to shine. And off the top of my head, I really can't think of anyone immediately. I'm sure there's a bunch, but you know what would be kind of a fun one, though? What if they made that this is very crazy, the guy from Star Trek 4, the punk rock guy. Like, that would be very out there, all right? That would be pretty fun. But I don't think a lot of people would really like that, so. There you go. Thank you. Shut the door, please. Okay. So who would you want to see? There's so many options. So many. I think that they can only go up through like the movies. They don't have the rights to any of the new stuff. So no Strange New Worlds, Prodigy, anything that kind of stuff, Discovery. But all the old stuff, though, they are able to do. So put your thinking caps on. Who would you like to see as a figure? And I'm really looking forward to the series. I hope we hear something more about it soon. I'm all aboard. And again, space is at a premium. I don't know where they're going to go. I don't know if I want to open them or not. And I definitely want to open them. I don't know if I should open them. Which brings up the other thing. With new Star Trek toys, right? It seems like I would want to open them. But let's move on. Oh man, let's save that for the last. Oh no. Oh gosh. All right, now we'll talk about that now, and then we'll move on to the next one. So, I also was interested in finding out, is there any news about the Neutral Zone Studios? Now, they are basically a Star Trek set that was previously located down in Georgia. A lot of fan films filmed down there. But now they are relocating, or they have relocated, to my backyard, Sandusky, Ohio. As you can see there in the picture, at the Sandusky Mall. What else is at the Sandusky Mall? The International Federation of Trekkers. That's right, Trek headquarters in Sandusky. So we've already got like something awesome. Now we're getting something else awesome. Sandusky is going to turn into the Star Trek Mecca, right? People will be coming here, and I'm going to say that we will start to see very soon some kind of Star Trek convention held right here in Sandusky, Ohio, in my backyard. Mark my words. All right. All right. Now the next thing is I want you guys' opinion on something here. So every year I would typically order a few of these Lower Deck shirts. They put one out for each episode. This year I haven't got any of them. And I went to the website and I looked, and there's really only two that I'm interested in. You know, I can't go ham. They're $25 a piece, right? So I want you guys to help me decide. So we have this Shaq's shirt, which is fantastic. It's yellow. It looks great. I love the, I don't know if it's Japanese on it or, I have no idea. But I love it. It looks awesome. Just like the whole black with the yellow looks great. Or this Tendy shirt. And it's got this Orion writing with a Star Trek insignia. You got Tendy on there. A black t-shirt. I love a black t-shirt. So, Shaq's or Tendy? Shaq's or Tendy? Or both. No, not both. Shaq's or Tendy? I'm really leaning towards Shaq's. But man, it's a hard choice. So anyway, give me some ideas here, guys. Shaq's or Tendy? Which shirt should I order? I need a new Star Trek shirt. I only have like 50 of them. I need a new one. All right. Okay, here we go. Here is some news. Not very exciting for me, but if there's any of you guys who are close to Los Angeles, Universal Studios Hollywood will be kicking off FanFest April 25th through Sunday, May 18th. And this is one of the things that makes me, I guess, I'm very happy that I live in Ohio. I love it here. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But man, all the cool stuff goes to like New York or LA, right? And I'm not going to get to see this. So, but that's fine. I want you guys to know about it because here we go. Whoop. Inspired by the Star Trek universe that has entertained millions of fans, this exciting experience will boldly take guests on an immersive and thrilling adventure aboard the Enterprise D. Are you kidding me? So they're bringing the set that they built for Season 3 to Universal Studios Hollywood. And they're going to let people like walk through it and like have like an experience with it. I would die. I wouldn't die. I'd probably cry. I wouldn't die. But man, to be on the bridge of the D. So anyway, hello Star Trek, if you're listening. I wouldn't mind an all expenses paid trip to the Hollywood Studios, and I will give you guys a fine video review of your tour, and I will love you forever. I do already. Anyway, it's not going to happen, but I hope that somebody can go to that and then just tell me how awesome that was, because I bet that's fantastic. All right, I think the next frame might be a little bit frightening. Let's see. Whoa! Okay, it was. Bradward Boimler. So, are you guys familiar with the XO6 line of toys? They make these very hyper-realistic toys. I saw this was on the Star Trek page, and it just kind of got a laugh out of me. But they are making the Boimler and the Mariner from the crossover episode, where they go live action. So, I mean, look, you would think that's just like a weird picture or something, but no, that's him. That's actually the toy itself. The bad news is, these toys cost like $225. I mean, they're cool. They're very cool. But I can't justify spending $225 on a toy unless it's like, like the redemption data. Now, I didn't spend that much on the redemption data. But anyway, for like a new toy, that price point is just crazy high. I can't see it ever getting into this line, which is a shame because it is beautiful. They make so many wonderful Star Trek toys, which I will just have to admire through the magic of the internet. And that's it. That brings us to the end of our news roundup. But not the end of our talk here tonight. We can still talk about a few different things. One thing I definitely wanted to bring up, because it was brought up in a comment. Oh, before we do that, I just want to show you this. I was dusting off the shelf here behind me, which is the game shelf. It's over here. and I wanted to see how the old Tiger Electronic game was holding up here. Now, this is an actual Josh antique. Like, I got this when I was a kid, like one of the first Star Trek things that I ever got, right? A lot of the stuff behind me I've picked up as an adult. There's probably like 5 or 6 items that are like holdovers from the original, the original stuff. But anyway, I wanted to see, pop some batteries in this. How is this thing still operating here? Let's have a look. See, can you guys even see? But anyway, start. Look at that. You can't see that. You can just see my monitor reflection now. But anyway, this Tiger Electronics handheld game, produced in 1988, still works. Now, I will admit the joystick, it's a little bit sticky, and I could never even beat it as a kid, and I still can't now. But amazing, after, 37 years? 37 years, this little guy is still going strong with the sound and everything after a million moves and boxes and who knows what else. Tiger, they did it right back in the day. I'm such an old man now, right? I'm like, well, they don't make them like that anymore, do they? You get a game like this, it'll fall apart in a week. I'm an old guy. All right. Okay, final few points here for Warp Tuesday. First off, I was asked, because I rated the Section 31 movie a solid 7 out of 10. And then someone asked me, well, Josh, you didn't give us a baseline for that. And I was like, I realized, yeah, that's true, I really didn't. So, no, you don't really know what that means. And let me kind of lay it down for you guys here. Okay, so basically, there is no Star Trek, for me, that will fall below a 7. Okay? All Star Trek is either good to excellent. Good to excellent for me. It's like pizza. Okay, there can be like good pizza and like not so good pizza, but it's all still pizza, and it's all still delicious pizza, right? And I feel the same way about Star Trek, hamburgers, other things too. But anyway, that's where you can kind of put it. Which I mean, it doesn't paint that in a very good light. And I will honestly say, Section 31 is probably like my least favorite Star Trek property, right? But even as my least favorite Star Trek property, it is still one of my favorite things. So, I mean, that's kind of a hard thing to think about, really. But it's important, I guess, when you're going to be watching this channel to understand all Star Trek is good. It's all good. The episode where they had the lizard babies, that's good. The episode, the TOS episode with Spock's brain. Okay, it's not so good, but it's good. It's all good. So, someday maybe I can. And I think I actually did before. If you go back in the videos, you can probably find where I did like a tier list of everything, and I kind of ranked it from here to there. But Section 31 is down at the bottom. But you know what else is down at the bottom for me? The original series, right? It's like kind of hanging out down there with them. Some of you are probably like, oh, blasphemous, you blasphemer. But that's just me. I'm a TNG, Voyager. They're way up here at the top. The original series episodes, they're down. They're belower, but belower. They are belower than the other one. Anyway, so that's where we stand with that. Section 31, it was good, but it still was the worst Star Trek movie. Well, anyway, I mean, you can't even call it a Star Trek movie. But even though it was the worst, it was still very, very good. So I feel like I don't even want to say that because it kind of takes away, I am very easily entertained, too, It doesn't take much to make me happy. So, a little bit of new Trek is going to make me happy. So that's that. That's where we stand. All Trek is good Trek. It all ranks from 7 to 10. TNG is top. give me your opinions in the comments below. All right, final thing that we're going to talk about here tonight. I don't know if I have this ready here to do. Let me see. Oh, God. Nope, that's not ready to do. All right, so we won't do that, but we will talk about it. Because basically what I'm trying to say is, and I want other people's opinion on this too, and I think I brought it up before, is there a entertainment, is there a medium that is more prolific than Star Trek? Star Trek has something like, God, what is it? I want to say 940 some episodes, over 850 books, I would think at this point. Probably nearly 100 games. And then you start talking about board games, card games, and then let's go even deeper than that. Calendars, magazines, and of course, toys. Toys. All right? And then think about this too. Parodies. Is there a property that's been parodied more than Star Trek? All the different movies and things, you know, a million different parodies, different songs, fan films. So my point is, and I'm bringing this up, and I doubt anyone will probably come back with an answer here on this channel, since mostly it's a bunch of people that are just watching to talk about Star Trek. And if anyone's hanging on until the 22-minute point, then God, I love you. Thanks for hanging in here and listening to me. This has been really fun, actually. But yeah, the point is there another thing? Is there another entertainment property? You know, I can't think. I think when I brought this up to my friend, they talked about like the Warhammer 40K universe. That has a lot going on. Of course, Star Wars. But I think when you just add in all the different mediums, Trek has got it in the bag, right? There's just no way, right? And man, and that makes me want to talk about toys some more too. Like just how many versions of Jean-Luc Picard you can get in toy form. Look, can I go this way, or do I have to go this way? This way. Oh, there we go. Okay, look here. Right. Oh no, this way. Right there. There are like 40 Picards down there. Like 40 Picards. Is there another figure that's had that many things made out of them? You know, no, I don't think so. Anyway, now we're just ranting on and on here. But we've got to talk about a lot of fun stuff. We will definitely be back to do this next week. I don't think we'll do anything else tonight, but I do plan on coming back, maybe possibly on Thursday, Friday, we'll see, and looking through some more of the Trek magazines, because man, that is a blast to go through. And also, I would like to start definitely getting into the comics as well. So, if you guys have any more ideas, things to talk about, things to look at, let me know. But for now, we will end it here. Thanks for tuning in for the very inaugural show of Warp Tuesday, right? As always, my friends, live long and prosper, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Good night.